Yo, we are back. Episode 6, the Real Football Podcast. And yo, as a teacher, the worst part of teaching is grades, but that's what we're doing today. Premier League grades. Let's go ahead and do this. So we have some teams that are underperforming. We have some teams that are overachieving. And we got some teams that are missing from this Premier League table. Should I start naming some? Arsenal, Wolves, some of those teams. But hey, let's jump right into it. So the Premier League table: Leicester, Tottenham, Liverpool, Southampton, Chelsea, and then the magical boys of Villa. So let's give them grades. Leicester, Jake Jackson, what do you give them?
Okay, I'm going to give Leicester a flat A. Okay. I knew that they were going to do well, obviously. Check back on the videos earlier in the year.
Yes, sir.
A plus for me would with this Leicester squad, they probably have to have all 24 points. They haven't showed up. What was that midweek game against West Ham where they didn't even play football for 90 minutes?
Yeah.
But that was really disappointing. But when you look, they're top of the table, 8 games in, you got to go A.
Jackson?
I'm not going with an A. I'm going with a B plus because I think they should.
How?
Chill out. I look at that West Ham loss and I just can't give them an A. They should have won that game. So I can't reward that. I can't do that. I gotta go B plus. And also another reason why I'm doing B plus is because I'm gonna look to the future here. For if Leicester want to win the league, they need to be playing A plus football, and I don't think they're doing that right now.
Okay.
Maybe, which next week when we come back from international break, they play Liverpool. So that would be a big game, and that could change my grade. But right now, I'm doing B plus, but I'm optimistic.
So they lost to Villa and West Ham back to back.
Yeah.
That is kind of depends how you see Villa. Yo, I'm giving them an A. Jackson, are you crazy? There's two names that y'all haven't mentioned. Soyuncu and Ndidi are not playing, and they're still winning. Bro, this is, and I hate to say it, I feel bad for Brendan Rodgers. He puts himself in places. He does so well, and when he doesn't, let's say he doesn't win the Prem, which is kind of okay, it's still, bad because it's like, you were up here last year, you kind of fell off. So it kind of scares me how good they play because I don't know if he can handle it. And I'm not trying to be rude to him, but last year, they had a chance and they kind of fell off. But yeah, hey, bro. Hey, Ndidi, Soyuncu, two of their main starters, main pieces, and they're still winning. And Ricardo Pereira.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Yep.
And then they got this Under, the Turkish guys came in, and he's been amazing for them.
Amazing.
Incredible. Yep.
Amazing. So, hey, I'm giving an A. So, next up, and I can't wait to hear this, Tottenham. Jake Jackson, what do you got?
All right.
I'm going A minus.
What'd you say?
A minus.
You think that Tottenham have done better than Leicester?
That's crazy.
Yes.
They have less points and better players. Whatever.
This is amazing.
I'm the teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving the Spurs an A minus, and the only reason I'm not doing an A plus is because they're not consistent every week. They lost their minds in those last 10 minutes against West Ham. They drew Newcastle, and then they were asleep for the first 85 minutes against West Brom this weekend. So they need to be playing better. I give them A minus. They're playing excellent football.
All right, I'm going flat B. They've got a guaranteed second best striker in the world. They've got maybe the hottest player in the planet in Son. They've got an incredibly expensive team, and they've got supposed to be one of the best managers of all time, and they've dropped 7 points.
He is.
I don't know. I think they're definitely trending up, and you gotta expect them to finish top 4. But with what this squad has done, I could maybe go B plus, but in a normal year, 17 points from 8 games does not put you in the top 4, and they're lucky to be there right now.
Wow. So what you give them? What was your
I'd give them a B. I'd give them like an 86.
I don't know if I grade too easy, man. Bro, they got one loss. Like they got one. Look, there's only 3 teams with one loss.
Yeah, that one
Chelsea,
loss was the first game of the season.
yeah, and to a high Everton. Like you said, they're playing well. They're second in the table. They have a great shot of finally getting that beloved trophy, as in any trophy. But no, man, I'm gonna go. I think. I mean, I'm not trying to be weird about it, but I think an A. Like Tottenham they got one loss. They're playing good.
Yeah.
Their team is good, solid. I don't see any big holes. Like I think another reason I'm giving an A, and like you said, you're thinking more, where should they be? And I think they should be here, second, first. But also, I feel like they're still like development. Like Bell slowly getting back, Vinicius regularly loan. So hey, I'm going A.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, a very hard one.
Liverpool.
What y'all got?
All right, I got A+. When you look in their third, I know you think, well, shoot, that's B, best case.
Best case.
They don't have any players on their club, and they're 1 point off the top. The best defender, and should have been the 2019 Ballon d'Or winner or 2018 Ballon d'Or winner, Virgil van Dijk, is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they've conceded a lot of goals, but they only have one loss. You would expect them to be doing better, yes, but you don't have Gomez or Van Dijk. You've had some injuries. Fabinho's been out. Bobby Firmino hasn't played football this year. So they didn't have Allison for 3 weeks. I think that they have done extremely well with what they have.
Yeah. Yeah, their goal difference is kind of inflated because there were 7 goals that they gave up to Villa.
Say that again. Can you say that one more time? And they still have an A. Okay. I'm just a little confused with that.
I didn't say. I am not giving them
And
great
Van Dijk was there, but you know.
I'm going B+ for Liverpool because they should be top of the league. I don't care if you have players missing. You're Liverpool. You should have enough young guys, and you should have enough experience to still be beating these teams. And I mean, I like the way they've been playing with these injuries. They've obviously outperformed themselves, but I can't give them an A.
I got you.
I'll do like an 88, 89. We don't round up.
I agree, man. To me, you can't fail a test and get an A in the class. Like, you can't get 7-2 with the majority of your team there and still get an A. I'm sorry. Like you said, I give you 89.4, but
it was a fluke though, T. You gotta remember that 7-2 game was a fluke.
Wasn't a fluke. It was a fluke. It was a fluke if Villa was bottom half of the table, but then the boys are. Hey, we'll talk about that. But yes, I can't give him an A. Virgil van Dijk was there, and really they lost. Like me and Jake talked about this, and I think Jackson, you were there too. The reason I give him a B, another reason, like they only originally lost Van Dijk, and they played a couple more games, which I think they did well. But then, like the 2 draws, they drew Man City. Probably should have beat them. Yeah. That game was kind of awkward. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. But yeah, can't give them an A. They do have a lot of injuries, Jake, so I understand. Should they even be third given those injuries? I can see that. But you got Salah, he's 7 goals scored. Like, the team is still good enough to be top 2. So I got you. All right, next up, and I feel like we all know the answer to this. South freaking Hampton.
D. I'm kidding. A+.
Yeah.
A+. The moves they made, the football they're playing. On Premier League, on their Twitter, I voted for Hasenhüttl for Manager of the Month in October. I think that this is an incredible story. They will run out of steam. They will not finish top 4, whatever. But right now, 8 games in, this club is they're doing incredible things. Especially if you're grading every team based on what they can do, this team has exceeded everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You see, Southampton's lost 2 matches. Those were their first 2 matches against Palace and when that bad Tottenham game. Since then, they've been on a roll. You know, they came back against Chelsea, drew them. I don't know if that's saying much though.
It's really not.
I'm gonna give Southampton a 96, A+.
96.
Now recently they've been playing amazing. You know, losing Ings, they're still able to get that victory against Newcastle. You know, and they'll be without Ings for a few more weeks. They got Wolves coming up. It'll be a tough match. I don't think you would expect at this part of the season Southampton fans to be in the top 4, but they are. So I got to give them at least an A. You know, y'all go 96. T, you going F?
No, I mean, I hate them. I'll tell you that much. Because they came back on our boys. We should be top of the table, but that's another freaking story. But, yo, I'm trying to look at their finishes, bro. And I can't. They were 11th last year, then 16th, then 17th. Like, yo.
They hang on.
Like, and I love what Jake said. Well, they could be far, and that's the crazy part. They could be, like, far from the, like, top 4 at the end of the year. But got to give them an A. And I think what solidified the A was, like, no Danny Ings. It was like, okay, this is the game. No Danny Ings. Are y'all a team without him? Yo, they won 2-0. So definitely getting an A. Like you're saying, that manager is doing well. I think he's been there for 2 years, as I'm looking at. So 2 years, and he's getting better. Ings is amazing. Che Adams finally scoring. So A+ for sure. All right, next up, we have the Chelsea boys. I know.
Okay,
well, I'll go first. I think I'll go.
Yeah,
My bad.
team.
Yeah.
You go first. Go.
I'll go first. Don't hate me. I'm not saying A. I ain't. I'm gonna go B. And I'm gonna go B-. Like, you got an 82, 83. I can't give them a C because they're 5th and they've had injuries too. But I can't say, like, can't go A because you just can't. You're not in the top 4. And I can't go high B because, like you're saying, Southampton 3-3, West Brom 3-3, Man United, Chelsea 0-0. Our team is too good to lose or draw games like that. But like I tell Jake, my favorite excuse, and I'm gonna ride it this whole season. New players, managers still getting adjusted, injuries, new goalie, like so much newness, man. And to be 5th with all that, I think it says something about the club, and I think they're hitting their stride. So I'm going B-.
Yeah, I'm also gonna lean that way. Go B-. Just because, you know, like you mentioned, they have their only wins are against like lower level clubs. Like when they played Liverpool, they just looked outmatched. And then when they played United, that should have been an easy win. They went for a 0-0 draw. Yep. So, and then the West Brom, Southampton. Now those last 2 games against Burnley and Sheffield have made them look a lot better. But they're not playing an A+ football right now. I gotta go B- too.
I can go flat B.
Okay.
I agree with everything that y'all said. And honestly, if it wasn't for these last 2 weeks, I would go B-. I know that they didn't play anybody, but man, this is that time you look and you're like, shoot, there are a lot of good things coming soon. You know, I guess that maybe if a student made an improvement, you might boost their grade up a little bit more than they deserve. This is really encouraging to see. I would go B just because of the excitement that now Chelsea has.
Yeah, I might give Chelsea some bonus points at the end of the semester.
For sure.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Sure. Last but definitely not least, and this is a weird one to grade too. Villa. What y'all got?
I gotta go B- too for Villa.
What?
No, listen.
You so mean. You're so mean.
Am I too high or too low?
You're too low.
Too
low? No way. Okay. Hear me out.
All right.
They should be top of the table.
No.
The way they've been playing. They had 2 bad games. Okay. Southampton.
Yeah.
Where they're I don't know what happened that game. Their back line, they just got Southampton just ate them up.
And Leeds.
And yeah, Leeds, yeah. Patrick Bamford. Yeah, Villa's just too inconsistent for me. I can't give them an A. It's like, if I'm grading their test, okay, I see like correct answer after correct answer, then like 8 missed in a row. I'm like, what happened right here? Like, who is this? Like, did this guy zone out or what's going on? So, that game against Arsenal was a lot better, and I can appreciate what they did there. But they're just too inconsistent because sometimes they look at the best team, the other times I'm like, they might get relegated this year. That's why I gotta go B-.
No, not even. I have never considered this team to get relegated. No, they're 5-2. Okay,
with a game in hand.
With the game in hand, right now, if they win, they go top of the table. So this team is on top of the table, Jackson. They're one game away from it. Game in hand. They destroyed Arsenal. They destroyed Liverpool. And this is a team that waited. They needed. I think they went through on goal difference at the end of the year last year. They had a party in their locker room for not getting relegated.
Yeah.
Anything above 17th is
a win.
I would go A because, like you said, they did take 2 games off. I'd give them like a 95. But this team has really surprised me, and it's not a fluke, I don't think. But after that Arsenal result, I think they're proven that they are legit.
Man, I see this as a student who you heard about them last year, barely scraped by, and then they come in and they're killed. Like, it's like, whoa, this progress. Like, what did you do over the summer? And I think
Watkins.
And no, and this is what I'm saying is they look completely different. Like, they look way better. They look fluid. They look scary. And I think we'll talk about this more, but I think they legit. Nah, I don't know if I'm gonna say it. Can they be in the top 4? Okay, here's my thing. I'm trying to figure out the best way to like describe this. Grealish is having his breakout. Like, Grealish, This is his year, and I don't know who to compare it to. Maybe De Bruyne at Wolfsburg, or it's like somebody at another club. There's like, okay, he's about to get bought, and he's about to be the guy. Like, Grealish is amazing, and you know how the Prem is. Like, you either gotta have the best striker or the best midfielder. And right now, he's so good, he's gonna get them. There's 30 games, he'll get them 10. Like, he gonna get an assist, he gonna get a goal. He gonna this man engine does not stop. I think
you can't shut him down.
Like Jake, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot with Arsenal, but I'm pretty sure like one of the last goals at the end, he like took off and like ran the whole way, passed it to Ali, and got a goal. Like, and this was like 90th some minute, I think, because I think it ended up being
3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
So yeah, that was the 75th minute he did that.
Yeah, and it was just like
he assisted Sancho today for England.
Yep. So he looks too good, and to me, like, when you have players like him, you gonna do well. But hey, the grades are not done. So we talked about the top 6, but there's some big 6 clubs missing, as in Man U, Man City, and Arsenal. So let's start with Man U. What is their grade?
Jackson, you want to start? You got them all mathematically figured out.
Yeah, I'll start. I'm gonna go C. They're passing, but they're not typical United. I don't know what's wrong with them because they've looked great against Newcastle, and then they look great Saturday morning with Everton. So I don't know what's gotten into them. I don't know. They lost that game to Istanbul, and then they've lost that game to Arsenal. I don't know what's gotten into them, and I don't know what they need to fix, what they need to change. It might be their manager. It might be Pogba in the midfield. Their back line. I don't know. A different keeper.
Hey, look. All right, Jackson. Let's talk about that real quick. So nah. Okay, Pogba, is he something they should cash in on? Do you think it's just cash in on him, sell him, get
Yeah,
Grealish?
sell him and get Grealish.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's what. Yeah, makes sense. And Man U right now sitting at 14th, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I would go C, like he said. They are 14th, but they have a game in hand, which a win there, with goal difference looking like it could put them 8th. Which,
Okay.
I mean, that makes me want to give them a C plus. Hanging out in 8th. But then it's Manchester United. You spent 97 million on Harry Maguire. You spent 124 million on Paul Pogba. What are you doing? Like, there has to be something done. I don't know what it is. I think you need a new owner. I think you need a new, I guess, a new type of general manager thing. You need a new coach. I don't know what you need, man. This is going to have to be blown up. I don't think one coach, one player, anything.
Can you blow? You like?
That's what Barcelona is doing.
I mean, do you blow up a team like that? Like, start them scratch? Not scratch, but like, can you even do that with them?
Barcelona got rid of Arthur, Luis Suarez. Messi's going to go. Their president left. They fired their manager.
That's true.
They're doing their best. It's going to be hard when it's United. Hopefully, the team gets sold to somebody that really wants to win, and then it's just a year. They spend $500 million in the window and bring in everybody. And
we're gonna need Jeff Bezos to buy them. That's about it.
Yeah.
I like the grade. I go C2. The only reason I don't go lower is because it doesn't look different from last year. Like, it's not like they were great last year and then they're bad. So it's like, oh, there's an F. It's like, you look average. Something has to change. And yeah, you get a C because they can be 8th. And like I keep saying, they'll end up top 6 or something. They always do. But yeah, they gotta. Hopefully, I'm telling you, bro. I know we talked about Holland going to City, but don't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Kane
somewhere in the Prem. I know that.
Pochettino.
United, yeah.
If Pochettino goes to Man U, Kane is going to Man U. That's my thought. But that's another topic for another day. But don't be surprised if they link up again. Well, all right. So next up, Manchester City. They are currently sitting in the 10th spot with a game in hand.
Game in hand, and with goal difference, that put them 7th. 7th if they win.
What y'all got?
I'll go C plus.
Ooh, gracious.
This team, you expected them to win it all. Like, I don't know what else. You picked them. I think you picked them to win it. You picked them to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Maybe you picked Liverpool to win the league.
No, I think I picked City to win the league the second time.
Okay, well, I'm saying even without the Liverpool injuries, you expect them, and then Liverpool gets injured, and you're like, well, this is going to be another boring year. But man, they have struggled. I would only go C plus because of the game in hand would put them 3 points off the top. I do expect them to figure it out, and they have had a lot of injuries. But it's just been a poor showing from City. I would rate them high because you expect you can only be this bad for so long. Like, you would expect them to turn up the next 25 games. They might just run the table. You've seen them do it before. They might get from the next 75 and they win the league. No problem.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm going to be generous here because I also picked City to win the league. It wasn't like on the podcast, I didn't write it down. Like, you sent a message like before the season, like, here's top 6.
Yeah.
I picked City. I still believe in them. I've watched them the last couple games against Sheffield, against Liverpool. I like the way they're playing. I think Kevin De Bruyne being back just adds a whole new level to that team. You get a better attack, and I like their defense, honestly. And then Ederson, is always cool as a cucumber back there. I like the way City is, and I think Jake said they're going to run the table. I think they'll easily be top 4.
So what's their grade? What you think?
Oh, B. Yeah.
Dang, bro, I feel bad, bro. I'm going D, man. And I think I can explain why.
You better.
I think it's expectation versus reality. Like you talk about Man City, like Liverpool, if they end up outside the top four, you can be mad, but then you're like, they lost everybody. It's okay. But Man City, the key person is there. Raheem Sterling is there. Foden, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, like they bought Ruben Diaz, Laporte. Like usually it's their back line that's hurt. Their back line is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just not finishing. So I think, but I agree with Jake and Jackson too. So here's my thing. I give them a D. They should be way better than they are. Like I don't know. They should be in the top four. Like it's plain and simple. They should be
See,
probably top two.
my
But
main problem with Manchester City, if I could butt in real
yeah,
quick, because you mentioned Phil Foden. That dude needs to be starting every game. I don't know why Pep is benching him. I don't know who needs to sit for him to play. I don't know the formation of there. And he might be sitting a $1 million man. But
yeah.
Foden needs to play. He deserves it, and he's the only one that I've seen that can jumpstart them and to score.
I agree, man. I think Pep is trying to figure out how do I get the goals, who do I trust. But the one reason why I give him a D, or one reason why I still believe in them is Jake mentioned it. So there's when a team is bad, there's two reasons. You can have a good defense and not score a lot, like Sheffield. I think Sheffield was like 7 last year. They just couldn't score. Like,
Yeah.
but their defense was good. Manchester City's defense is looking okay. They just can't score. But the difference between Sheffield and Man City is, of course, Manchester City has people who can score and can produce. And I do agree with y'all that it will turn on. So don't be surprised when you see Man City go top of the table, like you said, get 15 out of the 20 points or something like that. So yeah, I
City
definitely.
held that Liverpool attack, with Hot Yota and Mane and Salah, to 1 goal, and that was a penalty, right, by Kyle Walker tackle.
Exactly. So we can't sleep on them yet. But lastly, a team that's just weird to think about because I respect them. Arsenal. Where do y'all grade them?
D. I'm incredibly upset. I learned, man, it's just weird. You see, like with your club, it hurts you more. Like Jeremiah said that he seemed to be the most upset with City. It's either, and then Luke was like, Chelsea's gonna win the league. Like, your people are always all the way in or all the way out with their clubs. I'm all the way out right now. This team, 4 wins, 4 losses, no draws. It's like we're beating the bad teams and we're not even close to the good teams. I don't know. I've disagreed with all of Arteta's lineups every week. We don't create goals. We were destroyed by Villa. We were never in that game for a minute. Literally 47 seconds. That goal, I don't even think it should have been disallowed.
I forgot about that.
Man, we are bad. It seems what we bought in the summer, we were like, all of our problems are fixed. And now I'm hearing, oh yeah, we'd like a number 10, we'd like a center back, and I'm like, I thought we just did this, Man.
Hey, bro.
What's up with Gabriel? Because I thought he was a fine center back.
He is.
He is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's good.
We've got David Luiz, Rob Holding, and Shkodran Mustafi. Like,
Yeah, no.
we got to figure something out. And we're trying to run 5 at the back or 3 at the back, which means we got to have 2 of those terrible center backs playing at once. I would go 4 at the back, and Hector Bellerin would never wear the jersey again. There's that's for a different day. This team's terrible. I had to grade them the lowest because when you do the games in hand, United should pass them. This is the worst of the big 6. We did beat United, whatever, moral victory. But yeah, I'm really disappointed. I'd go D.
Man, before we move to the next person's grade, do you think? Okay, I'm looking at Arsenal disappointed as well, but is this the beginning of that transformation piece, like that slow Leicester rebuild that? Like, it's not a quick spend a lot of money Chelsea, Liverpool, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you got Gabriel, you got Partey, You got Aubameyang. Like, you got your Vardy. You got your Soyuncu. You got your Ndidi. Like, you get your Madison. You got Saka. You got, you know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all one piece away or no?
I think we're close. Yeah, I think a Grealish would be insane. That's not gonna happen. But
Hey.
somebody that can go forward would be really nice to have. Because we need somebody on the right is what I heard today. We think we're fine on the left, with Saka and Pepe, and on the right, shoot, it's Willian and Ainsley Maitland-Niles going
You don't
forward.
put Pepe on the right?
I mean, we could put Pepe on the right,
With the left
but
foot?
I'd rather run him on the left and then, or put Aubameyang on the left and then run. I don't know. We need somebody going forward that can be creative in some sense, because there's no link up right now. Because we're running 2 holding midfielders because our back line is so bad. We've been starting El Nini and Party, so we have nothing going forward. We're running a 7-3 is what I keep telling you. We're playing 5 at the back with 2 holding midfielders, and then we've running Aubameyang, Lacazette, Willian, and that's just not enough. I would love to get somebody going forward. I think that would fix a lot of issues. And then I wouldn't say we're a piece away from winning the league. I'd say we're a piece away from the Champions League, which is really sad to say that I'm not even considering top 4 with this club. You know, we're a piece away from being a piece away is what I'm saying. Yeah, we buy Grealish, or not Grealish. We buy a Grealish type player, some kind of right-footed attacking midfielder, maybe like Mesut Ozil. Anyway, then we buy center back and go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got Tierney. Like, I think there's hope. My grade for them, C-. The reason I don't give them a D is because they look the same, kind of like Man U. Same Arsenal I've been seeing for the last couple of years, unfortunately. Do I trust Arteta? Yes. Am I disappointed? Heck yeah, because me and Jake were coming in like, hey, y'all got Abba, Lacazette there. And I hate to say Arteta's not playing the right lineup, but you got to get Aubameyang in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Lacazette, you either got to go false 9 or something, but I'm going C-. Disappointed, but not – it's like I'm disappointed, but I'm not shocked. So,
yeah, disappointed but not surprised. That's Arsenal. Yeah.
Jackson, what about you?
I'll go B.
This guy.
I know. I'm sorry. You know I'm generous with all my ratings. It's just that if you look at their losses, you know.
Villa a B?
The what?
Didn't you give Villa a B?
Yes.
Yeah, I gave you all both B minuses.
Wow. Okay.
Just because I'm looking at the Arsenal's losses. You lost to Liverpool.
We have
lost to City.
In the league. Yeah.
You lost a last minute, not a last minute, but a late goal to Leicester.
Leicester, yeah.
And then Villa, you know, I don't know. They just came out of the jungle, seems like, and threw y'all down. But I gotta go B minus just because I like the way you guys are looking. And you know, I think Party has really done a lot for your team so far right now. And I don't know. I feel like you have a stronger position on this. I like them. I don't think they're going to be top 4, maybe not even top 6, but I don't think they're failing right now in the Prem.
Hey, I think I agree, man. I like your – I ain't going to go B, but I think I can go C+ now just because the fixtures that you lost games that
you should
lose to. But, dude, I'm looking at y'all schedule, bro. Y'all schedule tough. Like, every 3 games is top 6, man. It's radical. But, hey, those are the Premier League grades for the top 6 and the Big 6. We'll be doing this probably I'm liking during the international breaks. We'll be doing this every so on. But, hey, we got one more thing to talk about. Premier League weekend roundup coming up next. Peace.